Oh look, another zombie note. I wonder what kind of quirky responses they've cooked up for us this time. Let's have a look. The backyard has fallen. Dr. Y? Wait a minute. That sounds so familiar. Oh my goodness, it's literally just Yakub. No, I can't do this, not again. You know what, let's just take this from the top. Developed and released by PopCap Games back in 2009, Plants vs. Zombies is a low-level, high-skill cap strategy game where only the most intelligent thinkers have a chance at ever stopping the never-ending flow of unchecked masses who are eager to enlighten you with their way of life. Normally, I'm a big fan of the larger, more complex games like your RPGs, your Civs, your Total Wars, but sometimes you just want something that's nice and simple. I mean, not everyone wants to hear me go into agonizing detail about something like how the Pillars of Eternity games offer like a great nuanced and viewing of the nature of belief in the gods and the consequences of a chaotic cycle of rebirth. No. Today, we're gonna take it nice and easy. Firing up the game on Steam, and it works. No major issues other than the windowed mode, which is good for those of you who have important background videos you want to play, or a nice locked resolution full screen. But we can fix this with a nice little widescreen download mod and lossless scaling, shout out, if you want to use it. Other than that, no issues. I will say, I downloaded the wrong version of the widescreen mod, so any health bars you see come from that until I realized it and changed it later. Now that you've picked your poison of presentation, let's talk sound. Honestly, it's all pretty good. However, the main thing you come to this game for sound is the music. I mean, there's no dialogue or whatever outside of Crazy Dave going or whatever he's tweaking about. The music though is such a gem. Such a gem. Have a listen.
Young fly on the track.
Visually, the game looks pretty good. Not too much to say. If you're looking for the newest NVIDIA AI upscaled triple X whatever slop is being released this week, you won't find it here. Because graphics peaked in 2009, and you're looking at it. Everything's readable, the UI's good. For once, nothing to complain about. It runs on my PC, and that's good enough for me. We're moving on to gameplay now, so if you need to take the nice little intermission, go use the restroom, catch up on some dopamine hits from reels. Can I say reels? Catch up on your dopamine. If you're in summer school, make sure you check those assignments date, buddy. Yeah, you probably got one due tonight. But yeah, intermission is over. Let's get back to it. Your objective? Stay on alert. Defend your sacred garden, your backyard bastion from the zombies, because you never know when they'll decide.
We're coming.
As you'll progress, you'll face a variety of new threats, but also get a bunch of new nice guy allies, too. All different plants meant to fight and die for you. I'll give you a couple of examples of how you could play this beautiful game. You could plant cherry bombs, freeze bombs, jalapenos, hypno shrooms, all over your yard. Or you could convince yourself that the garlic plant is useful. Oh, what's that? You take one zombie, and you decide, oh, I think it'd be a good idea if we just moved him to a different lane, where he's free to pursue his dream of attacking me and ending my livelihood? Yeah, sure, buddy, that's a good idea. Personally, I've always been a fan of the turtle playstyle. Slap a bunch of walnuts in the front, build a nice wall, nut, stack, to keep your yard safe and pure, so you can just ignore as much of the reactive portions of this game as humanly possible. Now, when you start off the game, you'll spend a good amount of time in your basic backyard, where you'll learn the ropes, the basics, how to plant pea shooters, how to collect sun, passively generates during the day, but also your sunflowers will produce it for you non-stop, like a glorified shine factory worker. The further you delve into the horrors of war, though, you won't just remain in one single environment. You have to adapt, you have to overcome, and face new and exciting lands, such as your backyard, but it's nighttime, or your backyard, but it's in the pool. And if you thought that was scary, we have the backyard with a pool, but also there's fog? What's next, you might say? It's the roof. The roof is the last area you fight in the entire game. Now I know, I'm making this sound like a bunch of goofs, but trust me, each area does have its own challenges. When the sun goes down, your sun goes with it. Want to use those cool mushrooms during the day? They need a little bit of coffee to get them going. At night, in the pool, in the fog, say goodbye to literally half of your screen, little bro. It's gone. Unless you want to use a plant to get it back, but would you really want to? I only recorded myself doing it just to say I did it for the footage. And the roof? I mean, hope you're not scared of angles? Nah, I mean, shout out the roof, though. I mean, the roof is, in my humble opinion, the best area in the game. Sorry, not sorry. As I cover these areas, though, I know what you're thinking. You're saying to yourself, look, man, this is cool, but where's the replayability? Where are the roguelike elements to make sure that every run is unique and different from the last? And I say, don't worry, PopCap Games has you covered. Plants vs. Zombies has a bunch of different minigames and puzzles, so you can play to your heart's content, just like with a survival mode. I didn't put the footage of it in this video because I just really don't like the mode, but, you know, shout out to Walnut Bowling for being the worst one ever. What you're seeing on here is the best that you get, in my humble opinion, outside of a certain few, but I don't want to spoil too much for you. You know, all this talk of plants reminds me back when I was in high school, and I had my yearbook quote to be, "You can't get blood from a turnip," and it resulted in the professor emailing me and asking, can you explain what this means? And then I had to go to her office and tell her that it was just a joke, and she was like, well, what do you mean you can't get blood from a turnip? And then I was like, well, have you tried? And she asked me, are you threatening somebody? And I had to tell her, no, it's just I was watching JonTron, the Vanilla Ice review, and I wanted something a little quirky for the yearbook. But you know, some people just don't get it. But I think you do. You get what I'm saying. You think it's funny. Anyways, as you go through the game, I feel like I've said that before. As you progress through the game, you'll meet Crazy Dave, a free market capitalist libertarian who's very, very excited to show you the deals that he has on sale. Crazy Dave will act as your merchant throughout the game, offering a variety of upgrades and practically mandatory upgrades for your never-ending cycle of warfare to defend your yard. Dave will also give you access to the Zen Garden and the Tree of Wisdom. The Zen Garden's good for making money. The Tree of Wisdom gives you some nice game tips. One thing I would say, though, if I had to give an r/serious critique of this game, is that the Tree of Wisdom kind of comes in way too late. Like, by the time you get it, it's entirely pointless as far as offering actual tips go. You've probably surpassed it by this point. Little meta tip, I guess, if you don't know. One of the best strats is to have 2 columns of sunflowers, but if you played the game, you kind of figured that out. So having the tree tell you once you're at the end of the game, kind of pointless, but it's still cool. You can feed it, it grows. Now, you could spend time grinding out money, or you could simply download a nice little engine hack and give yourself infinite doubloons. But you wouldn't do that now, would you? I mean, doesn't the idea of just grinding out countless hours of Plants vs. Zombies to unlock the freaking corn cannon totally stimulate you and get you very hyped up and excited? Who doesn't want to work the 9 to 5? Anyways, I'm getting into spoiler territory now. So, if you don't want spoilers, go to here. Are they gone? Good. Okay, guys, listen up. I know who Dr. Y is. I know who's behind the attacks. They say I'm crazy. They say I'm losing it. They say I'm losing my marbles. But trust me, I figured it out. I figured it out. The whole zombie plant warfare, I get it. I know who's behind it. They don't want the truth, but I got the documents to prove it. I've got the proof. And once I expose who's really behind the zombie attacks, everyone will understand that it was just the... Yeah, you beat him. You beat the final boss. There's no story. Sorry. I tricked you. There is a cool early 2000s in-credit song. I don't think I'm allowed to play it. Worth a listen. After you watch this, go listen to it. It's like 2 minutes long or something. It's cool. I'm not tempting the YouTube deities, though, by playing the full thing in this video. Look at us. We made it to the conclusion. Good job, team. Yeah, you know, I think Plants vs. Zombies is a good game. That's kind of it. I didn't really have a goal for this video other than just talking about how cool Plants vs. Zombies is. It's great. If you haven't played it, go play it. It's like dirt cheap on PC. Like I said, just use the windowed widescreen fix mod or whatever. I'll put the link below. Lossless scaling's optional. You can get it on Steam though. I got it for like $7 or something. I don't have an outro plan for this, so just gonna kinda end the video. Bye.